Oh!
Good evening everyone and welcome to a new video on the channel. It is Wednesday the 27th of March 2024 and at the end of last night's video I did say I was going to be going to Silksworth Colliery Welfare versus Anfield playing tonight, but unfortunately some pretty heavy rain overnight means that the weather has got the better of that one. But one game that the weather hasn't got the better of is Guisborough Town reserves versus Marske United reserves in the North Riding League First Division. Now, obviously, we did see these two play each other in pre-season in a friendly at the Lawrence Jackson Academy. This game is taking place at the first team's ground tonight, the King George V Stadium, of course, a ground that's very familiar to the channel. And going into the game, Guisborough's reserves are currently 9th in the table, while Marske reserves are currently in 13th place. There is a 21-point difference, I believe. So it was a draw in pre-season, but tonight the signs maybe do point towards a home win. But then again, it's football. With strange things have happened, and we're seeing strange things happen on this channel, of course. Marske as a club have been through the wars a little bit of late. Obviously, the first team operations have shut down for this year. They resigned from the Northern Premier League, and they are going to come back next season, which is the main thing for the community of Marske. But obviously, they'll have to start again in the Northern League. But as I said, the fact that there is a Marske United team still is obviously the most important thing. But the reserves have kept on going. Obviously in pre-season, when we saw Marske reserves twice in pre-season, didn't we? The first time was a home game for them at New Marske. I believe they might have moved the first team games back to Mount Pleasant just to make sure that the ground is still open and hosting games while in the first team's current absence. So hopefully they can Marske and maybe start to put all this behind them and start to look forward once again. But for me personally, recently I've certainly been seeing the goals flying of late. 3 of the last 4 football matches I've been to, there's been a team score 7 goals in a game. Can I make it 4 out of 5 tonight? I doubt it, but it's hopefully it will be an entertaining game. Hopefully, like the game in pre-season, there will be plenty of goals and some good football on display. So let's head on down to the King George V Stadium and find out how it all unfolds. So Marske are warming up, are going to be in blue this evening, but no sign of life from Guisborough yet. So Guisborough come out onto the pitch in red and white this evening, of course. So Marske now, and we are almost ready to start the game. Now underway. Oh! Chance. Oh. Oh. Really a bit dodgy on it. Oh, that's save. Keeper's actually had quite a good half. Oh, save again. He's pulled up. He's pulled up there. I mean, how long if this counts? That's good sportsmanship, that's. Fortunately, he's having to go off, and that's a massive shame for him, that, because he has had a tremendous half. Half time, Guisborough Town reserves 2, Marske United reserves 0. I've got to say I really feel for the Marske goalkeeper there, because up until that injury he was having an absolute blinder in the first half, and if anything kept the score down, because it has been one-way traffic. Guisborough have completely dominated, but dominated by playing some really nice stuff, playing football the right way. So yeah, I've got to say I'm really enjoying watching this young Guisborough team play tonight, because it had really been quite entertaining, and I said before the game I was doubting if I was going to see a team score 7. Well, if they keep this up and gain some momentum in the second half, then it could well be on once again. But yeah, I'd be very surprised if Marske did get back into this game. I can't really remember them having a shot at goal, if I'm telling the truth. So anyway, the games can change very quickly. Obviously the next goal, when it is 2-0, is always pretty important. I think if Guisborough go 3-0 than that, yeah, that's it. But if Marske get it, then all of a sudden it would give this game a new dimension. But up to now, Guisborough are pretty comfortable. Ooh. Oh God. Ooh. Oh, it's gone in. save. It's 5-1. Oh, good clearance. Oh. Oh. Well, it's blowing the final whistle a bit early, but there you go. Full-time Guisborough Town reserves 5, Marske United reserves 1. I'm getting through goals like there's no tomorrow at the minute, aren't I? It's pretty unbelievable, this run that I'm on at the minute, but it has got me thinking a little bit. Surely I'm due an absolute stinker before long. But I think Guisborough got everything that they deserved tonight. It was a really, really commanding performance. But to be fair to Marske, they did come into it a bit more in the second half, and they did get a goal for their efforts. But I just think overall tonight, Guisborough just did overpower them. I mean, I was half expecting it, really, looking at the league table going into it, and it kind of panned out the way that I was sort of expecting. I mean, I know, obviously, as I touched upon at the start of the video, I saw these two play each other in pre-season. It was a draw, but ultimately, pre-season means absolutely nothing, and it was a very long time ago now, and a lot can change in football in that time, and when it comes to a competitive game, it often is a different kettle of fish altogether. And I thought some really good football on display from Guisborough tonight. But I think you've got to give credit to both mass keepers, really. I think collectively between them, they did do it a bit to keep the score down. Obviously, the one in the first half was having an absolutely excellent game, and it was really unfortunate him having to go off. But obviously, his replacement stepped in and again had a pretty respectable performance. So realistically, it could have been quite a bit worse. I could have seen yet another game where a team scores 7, but it wasn't to be on that front. But I think for me personally, and for my channel now, between whatever happens between now and the 3rd of June, which will officially be my last game of the 23-24 season, it's been a fantastic year. I think of all the great times with Gateshead, all the European trips, and all the other stuff, all the Northern League games, North Riding League games, whatever. Seen some great stuff this year. It's certainly made up for last year, which in my honest opinion was maybe a little bit underwhelming on my part. But it's certainly been a season to remember, and I'm certainly not done yet. But the question at the minute is how long can this mad goal rush go on for? But that is that for this video, and I'll be back on Friday, and it is of course Good Friday, and it is back to the team of the hour. It is back to the International Stadium for Gateshead versus Rochdale. So a massive bounce going into it on the back of last night. can we carry on that form and get another big win? Check back on Friday to find out. But until then, take care. Cheers for watching. See you later.